remember summer in its wake. The heart of September left nothing more to say. Just show me what it's worth. I wanna hear you say these words. From the light into the dark, it'll be alright. Did I speak too soon? I wanna harbor you through all the ways this life could be so cruel. If the storm breaks through, I'll be the light for you, holding on when everything it feels so blue. Everything I had of you wrapped around my finger like a puppet on a string. So where are you right now? Find me when the stars turn out. All you vampires gather around here in the night. Did I ask too much? Maybe it's not enough for now. We close the door and feel the rush. Or am I answering something close to home? It's bigger than the two of us would own. I've fallen for you in a way that I thought that I never do. Oh, it taught me the way to never be used. I'll make a promise to you, alleviate every sky, be honest and true. All the games, there's no excuse, no more running away. Did I speak too soon? I wanna harbor you through all the ways this life could be so cruel. If the storm breaks through, I'll be the light for you, holding on when everything it feels so blue. I'll be there with you still, till the darkness starts to spill over you and everything that we've ever built. Late B. 1 second, boys. Fucking hell. Yes. Smash the likes up. Player ratings time, size on the way. This guy said don't be late, and then he's late. So, yeah, figure that one. Yeah, pick up everyone, man. Hope you guys are all doing well. Smash these likes up on the way in. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Player ratings, and then we're going to go over and do the Arsenal game. So we probably will start the Arsenal game a little bit late, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What can you do, boys? Yeah, what can you do? Not a lot. Stop waffling and get on with it. You could do that. Big up to Spear Dusk says, yes, Bray, with a 14 month. Yes, Bray, welcome in. Big up for 14 months, man. Appreciate that. Big up to Farhad says, win, top of the table, clean sheet. Fucking clean sheet again. Yo, what's wrong with this club, man? We're moving like a serious club. Clean sheet again. With no Huzanov. Haaland have dropped. Haaland have dropped, bro. Yeah, Nunes clear. Nunes clear. That was decent today, lads. I can't lie. 1 second, lads. Yeah, just stop pressing me, man. Fulham v Arsenal. I just need to get this scheduled. Fulham v Arsenal. Live hate along. Soon. Schedule. 5:30. Upload thumbnail. Fulham. There we go. Scheduled. Right, there we go. That's done. Sorry, boys. Fuck, it's hard work. Buzzing, man. Buzzing. We're top of the league on Palace last minute as well. It's been a long time since we've been top of the league. But it feels like it is anyway. 8 games unbeaten in all competitions. 5 games unbeaten in the Premier League. 3 back-to-back wins in the Premier League. 6 goals conceded. 17 scored with the top scorers in the league. It's 3rd best defense, I think. Yeah, 3rd best defense in the league. Things are looking good, bro. We're just going under the radar. Everyone's saying that we're shit and our defense is crap and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. Yo, what's this? Ornstein Bomber. Yo, what? Yo, Forest have contacted Roberto Mancini as an option to become the new Forest boss. Fuck. Yo, Mancini going Forest, bro. I don't want him to manage another Premier League team. Yeah, but I can't. When I seen that news this morning about him potentially going to United, it made me physically sick. So if he goes Forest and then he's off. You know, he can't go United then. So maybe I'd take that. But yeah, honestly, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, big up to Sai. What are you saying?
Nice win, brother. Nice win. How are you? You good?
You know what? I'm fucking buzzing. Like, I can't lie, yeah, the vibes were immaculate there. Like, I feel that is a real good, like a good feeling amongst City at the moment. Now, I know that it's still like, yeah, one dodgy result and we're probably like, oh, what the hell's going on? But I feel like the mood in the City camp and in the fan base at the moment is like getting better and better. Like, I was buzzing, and in that game, I was buzzing. I was like, yo, fucking hype. You know what I mean? I'm active. It's just everything just seems like pretty good at the moment. And you know what? It's like, if we're not even still got Husnov back. We've still not got like Nori back. Rodri's still not back.
Yeah.
Turkey's not playing. So, like, you know, there's still a lot to come for me.
You know what I noticed today, which was very encouraging for me? Our second half was visually better than the first half. So for the first time in a long time, we actually improved after the break. And if I have to choose between one good half and one bad half, I'd rather have the second half be the good one. You know what I mean? So seeing those small improvements is very encouraging, bro, because I think it shows and kind of backs up what Pep's saying. We keep improving, we keep getting better step by step. I think there's at least one or maybe 2 or 3 more levels for this City team to go. And if we can just keep on rolling on and just, you know, minimize injuries, just keep on rolling on, get to January, hopefully Roger completely fit by then.
Yeah.
And be within touching of Arsenal and Liverpool, bro. I think we can do something.
That's the whole thing, though, right? So what you just said there, yeah, I completely agree with. This is what I've been saying. Is like, I think at some point this season we're going to click into gear. Now I know people like LB on an 8-match winning unbeaten streak. Yeah, I get it. The results are there, but I don't think we're playing anywhere near our best.
No.
So the point is, can we stay close to Liverpool and Arsenal by the time we click into gear and then we go boom? And at the moment, it's looking pretty good, man. I agree. I probably say like we're probably playing at like, I think, and obviously I could be wrong, I think we're playing at like 65% of our maximum. So there's still, and that's my opinion. You guys might be higher, you might be lower, but I think there's a lot to come from this team. I don't think we're anywhere near our best. And when we're on an 8-match unbeaten streak, yeah, we've still not got Rodri back fully fit. We've still not got Turkey back fully fit. Like Marmoush not fully back. Nouri's not. Like, bro, you know, and some of these players are still learning the game. Yeah, Reijnders still learning. Nico G still learning. All these players, like, they've only been here 6 months, some of them. Some of them been less than that. So there's a lot to come from this team, I think. And the question is, can this team stay within touching distance of whoever's top? Like you say, by January, February time, by that time we go, right, we full send it. And at the moment, it's looking good. Listen, let's get... Go on.
But just one point, yeah? You remember last season when we were unbeaten in the first 10 games? I know we already lost 2 games this season, yeah? But I'm way more secure in us this season, that even though we already lost 2 times compared to last season, because we're playing much better, and you can see small improvements game by game.
And that's because you're looking at the performances rather than just results, which is what some people did last year, which is why they were so surprised when we went on a mad losing streak, is because they were looking at the results. Well, I've got the results up here from last year, bro, yeah? Chelsea, Ipswich, West Ham, whatever, yeah? We deserve to win those games. Brentford at home, we won 2-1, should have lost. Arsenal at home, last second equaliser. Newcastle away, drawn. Fulham at home, we won 3-2. Should have lost that game. Wolves away, last minute goal. Southampton at home, we won 1-0 against Southampton, one of the worst teams in the league. And then, boom, it started. Yeah. But so the reason why you're more confident now is because you look at the performances as well, not just the results. And that's what I do. And I think the performances are much better this year. And we're getting the results. Whereas last year we were getting the results, but the performances weren't there. Well, that's not happening now. We're actually looking at the performances, and we're getting better. Like I say, I still think we're only at 65%, personally. Anyway, let's get stuck into these, because I know everyone wants to watch the Arsenal game. Yeah. Right, Donnarumma. Let me get rid of this chat, boys. Sorry, man. It's a bit confusing when I do that. Right, let's have a look. 90 minutes played. Rating. Oh, they've changed it, man. Yo, one sec, man. I'm gonna have to get my head around this. They've changed the thing again. What's this? Save. One save, which was, I think, was that the Ndiaye save? Which I think, was that going in
the first half? I think, wasn't it?
I think it was going in. I'm not sure, but it was straight at him.
Would have been top bins. Yeah.
Yeah. 1-2 punches, 1 eye claim. I know, whatever you care about any of this stuff, it's on the screen. You know what? Obviously, didn't have much to do today, Donnarumma, yeah? But one thing that I do want to point out, and I mentioned it in the watch-along, is that one thing that I was a little bit worried of because of what people were saying. Yeah, I wasn't worried about his passing. I wasn't asked, yeah? That didn't bother me one bit, yeah? The one bit that I was a little bit concerned about, though, Si, based on what everybody was telling me, is on crosses and corners that he's really bad.
So good.
I tell you what, man. He's fucking mega on these corners. The way he's coming out and punching it and collecting these, and he takes the pressure off the defense. And he did that a couple of times today, man. I feel like that is something that we need to speak about, because so many people, when we were signing him, were saying that on corners he's terrible and he's going to get found out in the Prem.
You're 100% right. You remember the first corner they had today, where I don't know what player from Everton tried to intercept him, and then he just kept pushing Doku into him in the first corner.
Yeah.
So teams clearly know that he will come out to punch, and they try to block him, but he still does it. He's physical, bro, and he doesn't you see a lot of goalkeepers, if they get marked, they don't push the attacker away. Donnarumma, he almost shoved it into the stands. I mean, this guy, bro, he's going to be mega for us. Claims, crosses. I even think his short passing is very good, bro. I don't feel nervous at any point. He can play out of pressure. He might not have the long balls or the semi-long balls pinpoint, but the short passes is very fine, and he's cool, collected. What more do you want? I think we have done a very, very good trade-off with when you look at saves and passing. I think you couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. It's difficult really to go too high because obviously he didn't have too much to do, but I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I'm on a 7.2.
All right, cool. Oops. Right, here we go. Right, next up, I tell you what.
Very good today. Yeah.
Fucking good player, this guy. Oh, it's a good performance from him today. Let's have a look at his heat map, actually. So there you go. So again, not really bombing forward on the wing, which is, I think, you get the most out of Nunes. But actually today he did go in that centre area, which I prefer him not to do. But he was exceptional today. Let's have a look at some of these numbers. What's this here? Yeah, I'm going to stick on this. I think this is better. It's more simple. Let's have a look. Right, so he didn't win any of his tackles, 3 clearances. He won 5 out of 7 ground duels, 2 out of 3 aerial duels, 2 key passes, 95% pass accuracy. There's split there. 2 long balls successful out of 4, 2 dribbles, 1 successful, 1 shot. I tell you what, man, like in that first half, some of those passes in behind the defense were absolutely exceptional. I don't remember any bozos in terms of defensive work either. I do think it was a bit quieter in the second half, but that's cool. In the second half, players like Foden stepped up and, you know, Haaland obviously got involved and shit. So first half, I think he was probably our best player in the first half, if I'm being honest with you.
Look, I had 3 players outside of Haaland who, for me, marked themselves today, who really stood out, and Nunes was one of them. Bro, just a very good performance, and it's comforting to know when we don't have Husanov, he's still injured, knowing that Nunes can definitely do a job, and if he can build momentum, bro, it's not sure Husanov goes straight back in. If he keeps on delivering, bro.
Well, the thing is with Nunes, right? We all know he's a good right back. The problem with Nunes is he makes the bozo errors. That's the problem. If he doesn't make the bozo errors, he's a fine right back. It's the mistakes that he makes that are so bad that lead to goals, right? So, yeah, I think he played really well. Second half did probably tail off a little bit, but that's cool. I'll probably go. You know what? I'm going to give him an 8. I'm going to solid 8.
Yeah,
I think he was
I'm on a solid 8 as well.
There were those passes. He was the only one creating anything.
Yeah, no, bro. Very good game and needs to be commended. It's an 8 for me as well.
Cool. All right, there we go. Right, Ruben Dias up next. Chat. Let's have a look at his statistics. There you go. That's his heat map if you care about stuff like that. Right, 1 tackle, 1 out of 1. He did 1 clearance, 1 interception, 5 clearances, 1 block shot, 5 recoveries, 1 ground duel, 1 out of 2, 2 aerial duels, 1 out of 8, 96% pass accuracy. Lost the ball 4 times. Thoughts on Dias, brother?
I actually didn't notice him that much. I think he had a tough game with Beto. He was definitely a handful.
He's a hard player to mark, that way.
Exactly. So I think he did very well. I think he did what was expected of him. No bozos, no insecure moments, and I think he led the line very good. I think he did a captain's performance today. So yeah, definitely stepping up, bro. He's starting to find that consistency, which is what we need in our central defenders. So for me today, I'll give him a 7.2.
What do I give him? Yeah, I think he's in the 7s, man. I think it was harsh to give him anything less than 7. You got to accept that. I think Bettle's a very difficult player. He's got a bit of pace about him. You know, he's massive as well. So I think you've got to put him in the 7s. I'll probably give him a straight 7. I'm gonna give him a straight up 7, man. Right, let's move it on to Nathan Ake. Was you surprised to see him in the starting 11?
Yeah, I was, bro. But at the same time, was kind of happy because I think it's important that we start to understand that we need to manage certain players' minutes. Guardiola is one of those players. This was a game where we didn't need to play Guardiola. So I think that's another positive that Pep sees these things, and you know, if we can manage people or players' minutes, it just set us up for the second half of the season so much better. Yeah. So I'm surprised, but I was happy because I think it's about managing Guardiola's minutes. And when you think of Pep's comments in the presser, it kind of just clicks, doesn't it? Like it
That's what it is, bro. It's like, you know, you can't play Guardiola every single game. You've got at some point, you've got to rest him. And like, would I rather Guardiola play? Yeah, obviously, but at the same time, like you've got to rest him at some point. And I think Nathan Ake needs minutes. So let's have a look at his numbers anyway. So obviously played on the left-hand side there. Let's have a look. He won 2 out of 2 tackles, 4 clearances, 1 recovery, won all 3 of his ground duels, all 4 of his aerial duels, 1 error that led to a shot, which was a bozo, major bozo. 93% pass accuracy, 2 long balls successful out of 3. one unsuccessful touch, whatever that is.
But when you look at those
shot,
stats,
which actually, you know what? He should have probably done a bit better on that. Nathan Ake's next to John Stones, probably the best player in the box with his head.
True.
So he probably should have done a bit better than that. Listen, I think all round, I think he had an all right game. I just think obviously he made that big bozo pass and a little bit rusty, but that's because he's rusty and he's not played enough. So I think on the whole, I think he done all right.
For me in the first half, bro, he looked fat and slow. So fat and slow. But that's probably down to Russ and not being 100% match fit.
He needs to get fit, bro.
100%. But I think in the second half,
exactly,
and that's why you need to choose the games and the minutes he plays to get match fit. I think he was definitely better in the second half. And when you look at those stats are way better than the stats of Dias. But I still think Dias did a better job today overall. And when you count in the big bozo, which, bro, if that had gone in, that would have been a complete different game. So for me, I'll give him a 7 for today.
I'll give him a 6.7. 6.7. Just because I think he's a bit rusty, but I do think he had a solid game. I think it was all right on the whole. No problems for me. But he'll get better with minutes. I mean, for example, right, I don't want to obviously go through it all because we'll come to him in a bit. But Bob today, when he come off the bench, I thought he looked well more like sharp on that. But we might get onto him in a bit.
Quick feet.
All right, and let's have a look at Nico O'Reilly. I'll come to your chats in a second, boys, man. Nico O'Reilly again, fucking mega, absolute top class player. This guy. There you go, heat map. So like he's not really going in field too much, but he's sort of like holding this position at night we're seeing. So a bit weird. Let's have a look at his numbers. 1 assist, another. You know what? He did really well because the thing is, the assist against Monaco, he just put the ball in the box. Like there was no skill to the cross against Monaco. Whereas today, the guy is looking for Haaland. He looks up and sees Haaland pulling it, and he puts the ball where Haaland is. So today's cross, I give him much more credit for today's cross because today I thought
that's a good cross, man.
He was actually meant to do it. Whereas Monaco, he basically just I'm putting the ball in the box, see what happens. See what else is on here. He won 1 out of 2 tackles, 1 interception, 3 clearances, 2 recoveries, 4 out of 3 ground duels. Didn't win any of his aerial duels though. 1 big chance created, 1 key pass, 2 crosses, 1 successful. 84% passing accuracy. A couple of shots, shot block there as well, man. I don't know, man. I just feel like very, 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 very secure with this guy at left back, which is mad, really. Because, here's the thing. He's obviously not a left back, right? Now, apparently, I never knew this, but he's saying that when he used to play football as a kid, and I think he's talking like when he was a kid, he said in his interview that he actually was a left back in the day, right? But when you remember like Zinchenko and that, left back. He obviously wasn't a left back, but I never really ever felt secure with Zinchenko at left back. Like obviously the guy was a techie baller and that, but when he was defending, I never really felt secure. The difference is with O'Reilly, and I said this before, not only is he good going forward, not only can he go in the midfield and invert, he's got tech. He's actually good defensively as well. Like I struggle to remember
and he's physical, bro,
where he's got cooked defensively.
Yeah, and today he played against is it called Ndai, which brother, he's very good. He's very tricky, man. And he played against him the whole game, and except maybe at 1 or 2 situations, I think he did very, very well handling that. And just extending what you said, one of the things O'Reilly has compared to Zinchenko, he has somewhat of pace, and he's very physical, bro. He's big.
Yeah. Bro, he's quick,
Yeah.
He's very people quick,
don't like opposition wingers doesn't have an easy time getting around him. So it's and he's 20. Hopefully that injury isn't anything. Because as you said,
I think he's fine.
That back line is just it feels secure, man. It feels settled.
I know
that back
line. This is why I've been saying it, bro. When people have been saying that like our defense is shit, I'm like, you know what it is, with like rival fans and pundits. They're still on dial-up broadband, bro. Like they're so slow to catch up with the reality of today. I'm not trying to make out like we've got the best defense in the league because we've not, and Arsenal's is still well better than ours. But people are still saying in the pundits on Sky, fans on YouTube, fans on Twitter, like when you speak to these people, they still talk about like our defense is like it was last year because they're slow. And now what'll happen is, give it a couple months. and people will start catching on and going, "Oh my God, City's defense is actually pretty good, and they've solved it." And it's like, bro, what are you on about? You've got the third best defense in the league. We've got 2 clean sheets on the bounce. Huzanov, no Gavardio today. Still not got a proper left back. O'Reilly's just doing a job there. And we got Donnarumma in. So people are lagging. Yeah, but anyway, I'm going to give him a decent score. I'm going to give him a
100%.
What do I give him, man? I'm going to give him an 8.1. I'm going to put him above Nunes just because I think he was more consistent throughout the game.
Yeah, I actually think Nunes had a better game if we exclude the assist, but we can't exclude reality. So for me, I'll probably I gave Nunes an 8, so I'll give Nico O'Reilly for the assist an 8.2. I would have given him 7.7 without the assist. So 8.2.
Yeah, cool. By the way, chat, I have put the Arsenal game on. I'll come over to the second channel once we've finished the player ratings, isn't it? I'm going to do this stupid chat before we carry on to the midfield. Big up Chicken Wing says, everybody can see why we signed him. Signed Big Don. He'll keep us in games when we are playing poorly. Pray for Haaland every day to the end of the season. Yeah, facts, bro. If Haaland goes down, I don't know what we do. I think we'll score a few goals with Marmoush and that, but we got problems if he gets injured.
And when you read something like that, wasn't it weird today that Pep didn't sub Haaland when we were leading 2-0?
I don't think he, and I don't want to sound negative, I don't think he fully trusts this team yet to not fuck it up.
But that is a guy we need to manage minutes with because he always get injured. It's always around like December,
basically,
January.
The problem that you've got, right? Yeah, because I fully agree with you. 100% you need to manage his minutes because if he goes down injured, then we're fucked. Yeah. But the problem that he's got is, right, you're 2-0 up, right? Because he doesn't fully trust the team yet. If he took Haaland off, and Everton score, he's thinking to himself, shit, if they score again, we're fucked here.
Yeah.
And that remember he did it last year against Feyenoord. He took
I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. But we also need Don to have like PTSD from last season. This isn't the same team.
Nah, I hear it. But at the same time,
we need to understand that because if we keep living in the same mind that is just a copy paste from last season, we will not manage our players correctly and thereby not set us
I'm not saying you're wrong. I
season.
agree with you. I'm just adding context as to why I think he's not doing it. I think he's not doing it because he's scared that if he don't trust
I think after this week, I think we will start to see that happening because I think throughout this week, Marmoush will get minutes. And when he's match fit, I don't think if we're leading 2-0 and it feels like a secure game, I don't think he wouldn't trust Marmoush to come on.
Yeah. Fairs. Now big up Chicken Wing, man. Big up Paluma says Cherky is the one like Neo. Luckily, he is 21 years old, says Palumi. Bro, come on, man. Now, you know what it is with Cherky, man? He's just, some footballers, you just enjoy watching. Like, some footballers are good footballers. But
pure football,
I'm not asked about like watching this guy play or this guy play. But, like Cherky, I actually just want to watch him play football. Like, it's just fucking sick. Big up Jay says, Mafias Cafunes, my baller. Big up Chi, bro. Big up Dylan says Foden and Cherkinho are going to cook the Premier League together. He also says Big Donny did an interview last week. Tagged you. I think Sai and chat will like this specific quote. Also said him and his family feel at home already. Yo, bro, can you find it? DM me, yeah? Find it, DM me the quote, and I'll pull it up on screen. Nah, big up, boys. Yeah, big up. Right, let's go into midfield, lads. Yeah, I've got the Arsenal game on chat. Don't worry, yeah? As soon as we finish this, we'll go over to second channel. But I have got it on main screen. Right, Nico Gonzalez, according to the statistics, worst player on the pitch today. Let's have a look at his numbers then. That's his heat map everywhere. Like to see that. 2 key passes in the game, 90% passing accuracy, misplaced 8 passes, 2 long balls, 3 successful, 2 unsuccessful touches, 2 tackles, 1 wall, 1 interception, 4 recoveries, 2 ground duels, 1 out of 5, 4 aerial duels, 1 out of 7, and 1 foul. I think he played all right, bro. I'm kind of liking Nico G, man.
You're only on all right today because for me, he was one of my 3 players outside of Haaland, which I thought was very good, bro. Today, I focused a lot on Nico G because I needed assurances that even without Rodri, we can actually move on and improve and set us up good. So I watched him closely today, and bro, for me, he was very good. He's definitely improved in so many departments, bro. Thought it was very good, controlling, quick on the turn. He's scanning so much more. If you watch him play, the amount of scanning he does now is you cannot compare it to earlier, bro. So for me, it's very encouraging to see him play. I thought he was very good today.
You know what I like about it?
My biggest compliment to him, I didn't miss Rodri today. I can't say it any better.
It's fair dues. I just like the fact here that Nico G is getting better. And and you might think what you're talking about, LB, what you're waffling about. Some players just don't improve. Like they come in and they just stagnate. Whereas he is clearly getting better, and like he's better than he was back when we bought him in February. Yeah.
Yep.
So that is for me good, because at the moment I'm seeing the level that he's at. I'm thinking you are a serviceable player, but he's getting better and better, and he might become more than serviceable. He might be like, yo,
Rodri was serviceable the first season.
Exactly.
Rodri was the same.
That's what I'm looking for, man. You know what I'm saying? So no, I think he's doing all right, man. I think he's pretty decent, man. I'm gonna give him a 7.7.
For me, because I watched him so closely today, he's an 8 for me. I thought he was immense today, bro. I really did. Thought it was so good.
That's fair dues. Now, big up Sap as well. Says Nico G was solid. He's growing into the role. He definitely is, bro. 100%, man. Fair dues. Pep said it. He's a coachable player. Yeah. Now, I've seen that. I've seen it, bro. What's this? Oh, here we go. What's this? Donnarumma said, I want to stay at Manchester City for a long time. That's what he said. Yeah, big up, man. Top player. Nah, big up Dylan, man. Big up for sending it me. I'll bring Pep quotes up in a minute, boys, yeah? Right, let's continue. Where we at? Who do you want to do next, bro? Reijnders or Foden?
Foden. I have a lot of praise for Foden, man. Let's do Foden.
All right, okay. Let me go through the stats then. That's his heat map. So everywhere on the pitch. This is what I want to see. I want to see him in this little channel here. That's where I want to see him there. Right, let's have a look, man. One big chance created. One. I think that's pretty mad. Only one, if I'm being honest. 4 key passes, 11 crosses, 3 successful, 95% pass accuracy, 1 shot, hit the bar. When did he hit the bar?
I don't think he hit the bar. It was their own defender who nudged it behind. I don't think he hit the bar.
Why did he put that on there, man? Stupid,
I don't know.
2 unsuccessful touches, 3 dribbles, 2 successful, 1-2 tackles, 1 clearance, 4 recoveries, 9 ground duels, 5 of them won. I thought first half I needed more from him. Can't lie. Thought first half he was a little bit, I need to just get involved a little bit more, man. I felt like we were heavily relying on Savio and Doku, which weren't really giving us anything going forward. I was looking at Foden saying, come on, man, get yourself into the game. And I said at half time, I said he needs to get into the game here, boys. Second half, fuck me, he got into the game. Everything was coming through Foden.
Bro, it's another positive. I know I've been speaking about it a lot today, but it's just another positive. Him getting better and better. For me, he had moments today which reminded me of David Silva. How he sees the game, how it turns, and the passes he was doing. It was Kevin De Bruyne-esque. He had 2 pre-assists and should have had 2 other assists for Haaland in the end. I'm sorry, but that's pretty fucking amazing. Those pre-assists was very good passes. Without them, we don't get the goal. And then those 2 great balls in for Haaland. I know you said a lot about it wasn't as good in the first half, which is true. None of our players was really good in the first half. They all stepped up in the second half, which also shows us what we needed or lacked a lot of last season: mentality. Just keep believing in yourself and your ability. So, bro, it just makes me happy, bro. It makes me so fucking happy to see what we're seeing right now, and it just keep it going, bro. For me today, Foden was the 3rd player outside of Haaland, which I thought did amazing. Those 2 pre-assists and should have had the 2 big chances convert as well. For me, it's an 8.2.
Yeah, I'll give him an 8.2 as well. I'll give him an 8.2 as well. I feel I wanted to give him a little bit more, But yeah, first half wasn't great. But yeah, second half, what it's about, turning up. Big up Sai as well. Says Foden was magnificent today. 8.7 tight spaces. Wow. You know what as well? Yeah, he had that chance which he usually buries. You know, when the one on the right hand side where he's cutting in off the right and he played it over the bar. I'm thinking usually when Foden gets that, you know, you don't get him all the time, those sort of chances, because like opposition teams know that they can't give him the chance.
Next time he score that, I'll bet you right now, next time he gets in that position, he score that. A fiver, bro. Fiver next time.
Nah, I'll back it as well, bro. I'll back it as well. Right, let's go to his teammate Tijani Reijnders, midfield, new signing from AC Milan in the summer. Let me know in the chat what you guys thought of Reijnders. That's his seat map, so on the right hand side mainly. Okay, one big chance created, 2 key passes, 93% passing accuracy, 2 long balls, both successful. By the way, that pass that Reijnders did to Savio in that first half, you remember when he pinged it?
Yeah, boy.
Savio took the touch and then blasted at the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
In the end of the first half, right in the
at the end, he had 3 shots, all of them blocked. And
he had a big chance, I remember, in the first half as well. From was it Doku, who squared it back, and then
that was going to go in. I'm telling you now, man. I'm telling you now. Yeah, I'm telling you now. The goals are coming for Reijnders.
Yeah, I agree, bro.
The goals are coming. He's getting into good positions. He's having. They're just getting blocked, man. Now, I don't know. Maybe that happened to Jack Grealish a lot. Yeah, Jack Grealish had a lot of block shots, and they always got blocked. But I feel like soon the goals are going to start falling for Reijnders. I think he done okay today. To be honest, bro, I'm probably going to give him. I'll give him a 6.
A 6. I think that's a bit harsh, man.
First half, I don't really remember him doing much apart from the ping. Second half, I thought it was all right, but nothing. I just think it was all right.
A lot of running. I think 6 is harsh, man. What did I give? I'll give him 6.8 because I get Donnarumma 7.
Okay. No, I think 6 is fair, man. By the way, 6 is like an average score. 6 is not a shit score. 6 is like average.
No.
I think he was just all right today, bro.
You don't need to defend it. I don't judge you. Chat don't judge you. We all love you.
Nah, the chat always judge, man. The chat judges. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the wingers, man. What are we gonna do, man? These wingers are killing me. They really, really are. Let me go to Savio first of all. Another statistic for him on the left wing. Okay, so obviously started the game on the right, went over to the left. He did get that assist when he pulled it back for Haaland. 2 key passes, 1 cross, which was successful, which maybe Nico could have done better on. I'm not sure. 2 shots, both on target, and some other stats for you now. I'm just going to say something, yeah? If this guy can't learn to shoot, he will not make it at Manchester City Football Club, because you can't afford to have those chances.
No.
Yeah. And I'm talking mainly about the second chance. The first one, I think an elite player. Okay, so the first one's the one. You know what I'm on about? The where Nunes plays that unbelievable pass. Unbelievable pass from Nunes, yeah? I think an elite level player, Mahrez, Elise, maybe Palmer, yeah, I think they get the ball, they take a touch, and I think they try and put it top bins. He gets the ball, doesn't have the confidence to shoot, so he crosses it, and it's a dead cross, yeah? The second one, I mean, I don't know what to say. This is why, for me, I said, bro, I'd fine him every time he shoots with the inside of his foot. And people laugh, but why not?
No, it's true. He needs to lay the first one, for me, lace it. Just put your foot through the ball, bro. The one goal he scored this season, what did he do? He put his foot through the ball.
And that's what I said. This is the whole conversation about the left wing, yeah? Is because when you play him on the left wing, he can't go for the finesse side foot finish. He has to go with his laces, which is what I've said for the last year. And that's what he did against Huddersfield. But when he's on the right-hand side and he's cutting in, naturally and correctly, he tries to finesse the ball. But for some reason, whenever Savio goes to finesse it with the side of his foot, I'd never seen a player kick the ball with so little power.
No.
But this is the point. If he doesn't improve that, he ain't going to make it, because you can't give those chances up. You want to play him at Bernabeu. You're going to play him at the Bernabeu, because you might only get 1 chance at the Bernabeu, and if it falls to him, you know he's not scoring. So he's got to learn to improve that. And for some reason, if you go back and look at the goals that he scored at Girona, like he used to have a nice little cool, calm finish. So I don't know what's happened to him. Is it the pressure or what? But he needs to learn to finish, man.
Nah, he did make me shout at the TV today, bro. It's very frustrating to see in a game where you think, okay, we're not going to make that many chances against Everton. And you see him in the first half, where for the first chance for me, believe in yourself, put your foot through the ball. Might go and might not. But then, because that happened, and then a few minutes after, and then you see him try to finesse shoot it, but it's just he passes it to Pickford.
Yeah.
Bro, it's so frustrating to see. Like, someone needs to take a talk with him and then tell him next time, just all the power you have. Don't think about placement.
I'd
just
find him.
Pull the trigger, bro.
I'd find him. I don't know why like people are laughing at that. Yeah, you've heard loads of managers.
Funny.
Bro, loads of
it
managers.
Is funny,
yeah,
bro.
I've heard loads of managers. Yeah, like Ferguson speak about it. I've heard Neil Warnock speak about it. I've heard Harry Redknapp speak about it. The guys do stuff like this all the time. They always used to do fines for stuff. Or if you do this, you're getting fined.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you just say to him, if you go through on goal and you pass the ball to the goalkeeper with the inside of your foot, you're getting fined. Yeah. $5,000. Yeah. Smack the ball as hard as you possibly can. Anyway,
but didn't you think outside of those two shots in the first half and generally he did very well? I think his.
I don't think he did.
You don't. Okay.
I think there was. I think he was a JCB dressed as a Ferrari. Like, bro, like there was a lot of like tech and like movement that just didn't come off. I didn't think he played that well, to be honest with you. But if he scores that goal, and then gets the assist, then you're like, yo, that's what it's about. But he didn't get the goal, so I didn't think he played very well. No, I think
not very well, but I just saw some encouraging moments and things that
I think he's up for it. I think he's up for it. He looked up for it, man.
But you remember I told you I want to see him on the left. What happened today? Went on the left. Got GNA. Told you.
Got another statistic on the left, bro.
Yeah. Told you.
All right, bro. What are you giving him rating?
I'll give him. He got an assist, so I'll give him. I don't think it was as bad as you said. I'll give him a 6.5.
I'll give him. I think I'll give him a 6, man. I'll give him a 6. But yeah, I don't think he was great. Yo, big up Jason. Savio needs to play a bit wider, maybe outside the stadium. I think the summer thing. I've seen such a change in the way City fans speak about Savio since the summer.
Yeah.
And it's because of the whole transfer saga. You know, that's the way it is as a player, right? If you have that situation, where like, oh my God, what a goal. What a goal. Arsenal 1-0. Calafiori. Fuck me, that was a good finish. Oh, it's offside. Possibly offside. Yo, that was a finish from Calafiori, chat. Let me just see if this was offside. They've given offside. I need to see the replay. Yeah, he's miles offside. I don't know what he's doing there, Calafiori, why he's so offside. That was such a good finish, though. Savio needs to play a bit wide, maybe outside the stadium, says Jace. Yeah, another one. Don't like him. Yeah, we'll see, man. Like I say, it's a big year for him. But I don't think he was amazing today. But like I say, if he can learn to finish, he gets the goal. We're all probably saying, yeah, good performance and that. So I don't know. It is what it is. All right, let's go to the other side. Jeremy Doku. Let me know what you guys think about this one. That's his heat map on the left-hand side. 3 key passes, 4 crosses, all unsuccessful. 87% pass accuracy. 1 shot. Again, same situation.
Yeah, very
straight
frustrating.
At the goalkeeper. No real placement on it. A couple of other stats for you there as well. I felt like I was watching Doku from last year again.
Yeah. No, bro, I'm so glad you were saying. I was waiting to say something because I wanted to see how Chad and you would react about his performance compared to Savio's today. So for the past 2 or 3 games, I don't think Doku has been that great for us. I know it's been great for Belgium and all that, but today I think I need him more central. I think.
Well, it's a fact. We've watched Doku for 2 years on the touchline. Yeah, don't work. He's finally started to cook inside, and then we put him back on the touchline, and he's not effective again.
Yeah.
So we need to get him closer to the centre of the pitch. Yeah, no surprises. Did he connect with Haaland once today? No, because of where he was playing. He needs to get back in field, which is where he's had his best 4 games for Manchester City. Yeah, we got him in the middle of like more central and that, and now we put him back on the wing, man.
But one thing I did see today was whenever Doku had the ball, Haaland was making the run to the front post, which is encouraging because that's definitely an improvement from last season, where
the season before.
where he would just go to the far post whenever Doku had the ball. So at least that's the thing. And I did think that Doku had a difficult challenge today because that Ndiaye and O'Brien actually did pretty good defensively. That they marked him very well. Their spacing was very good.
No, but that happened when you put him on the wing. He's then running. What happens? Yeah, when you play him a little bit more centrally, yeah, you push him inside. You cut out the wing. You cut out the fullback because the fullback ain't marking him because he's more. When you put him on the wing, he's got to get past the winger and then he's got to get past the fullback as well. So you're making it harder for him by playing him there. So I just don't understand. Yeah, like. Why we would play him on the wing like that when we've just got the 4 best games of his Manchester City career tucked in, and now we've put him back on the wing and he was average again. So
you think it was something about the tactics because he knew that Everton would, overload the middle of the park, so he needed the width to create space for Haaland and Foden?
Nah.
You think it would have been the same? Let's say Adnori played instead of O'Reilly. You think Doku would have played as wide?
I'm not sure, bro. I don't know. I just don't get it. That's all I'd say. I just don't really understand it. Yeah, mid performance. Do I separate him too much from Savio?
One got an assist, another one didn't.
No, I gave him a 6 as well.
Yeah, it's a 6.2 for me.
All right, cool. Citizen says both Doku and Savinho were poor, but at least Doku have some great performances this season, which gives him leeway.
True.
Yeah, but at the same time, you could also then flip it and say Doku's into his 3rd season, so you don't have leeway in his 3rd season. He needs to perform consistently. So it's like depends how you look at it, innit? You know what I mean? Doku better when he played more in the half space central zone. To contain the transition, probably not having the fullback so high, says Gillis. So, all right, cool. Right, let's go to the main man. Erling Haaland chat, yeah. What a guy. 2 goals. Let's have a look. 5 shots, all came in the second half. Missed 2 big chances as well, which is crazy.
Only 2?
Only 2 according to this, yeah. And then he's some passing stats there if you care about that. To be honest with you, like
I thought it was 3, and then actually a double chance of one of the big chances.
Yeah, he should have scored more, man. Towards the end, I don't know what was going on with him.
2 assists for Foden and 1 assist from Turkey. All should have been goals for me.
He should have had more goals towards the end, man. But listen, I ain't gonna criticize this guy too much. He's the only fucking player scoring.
Clays B.
2 goals. What a player. 2 nice finishes. The header again, another header. A lot of people criticizing for the header.
Good header.
Nice header again off of O'Reilly. Listen, I just think like the guy right now is potentially the best player in world football.
Did you see? I can't remember her name, but the female commentator on Sky.
In the chat before. I've not seen it, but apparently she said
they were ranking Mbappe, Kane, and Haaland this season. She said Mbappe and Kane was better than
I think that's wild. Now I've watched about 5 or 6 Real Madrid games this year, and I think Mbappe's been pretty mid in most of those games. I'm not gonna lie. He scored a lot of penalties. So I'm very surprised that they put Mbappe, unless Mbappe's had some mad games and the ones that I've not seen. I'm very surprised that you put Mbappe above Haaland this season so far. I've not watched Kane, but I've seen his numbers. His numbers are ridiculous. I imagine that, that's maybe is fair. But
she made the point that defenders and opposition teams fear Mbappe before the game even starts, and I'm like,
What?
Yeah,
And they don't
yes,
pay.
sure. And but not Haaland. I'm pretty sure people fear Haaland more than Mbappe. I'm sorry
I'll
to
tell you
say
what
that.
they fear with Mbappe, going anywhere near him in the box because he fucking falls on the ground. That's why it's called penalty, man. Yeah, what are we doing here, man? Anyways, let's bring it back to Haaland. Player rating. I'll give him a 9.
Yeah, great 2 goals, man. I think I know you well, for me, I just think he needs to do better on those 3 big chances. I'll give him an 8.5.
8.5. 8.5. What are you talking about?
I have high demands for my big guy, my Norwegian brother. High demands, bro.
Right. Anything to say about some of these? I thought Bernardo was pretty decent. He come
Yeah.
on and he was all right when he come on. I tell you what, one player I want to talk about, yeah, because he's had a bit of shit off his manager. Oscar Bob. Obviously, you know I'm a big fan of Oscar Bob. He goes away with the international break, and the manager cooks him after the game, which I thought was a bit mad. Personally, I thought those comments were a bit wild, but even if he was dead, I think they're still a bit mad comments. I thought Oscar Bob, when he came on the pitch, looked the most match sharp that I've seen him this season. When he was coming on, he was twisting, he was turning, he looked really quick.
Had a good, good shot block, bro. That shot he took, I'm pretty sure that goes
confidence
in.
as well.
Yeah.
I just feel, yeah, that with Bob, and that's something that I've been mentioning about Bob, is like, no one's really sure how match fit he is. You know, like when we talk about like Haaland when he comes back from an injury, or like a player let's use Aguero, for example. Aguero got injured all the time. So whenever he came back, everybody kind of knew, based on his levels and his performances, where he was in his recovery. Like, is he close? Is he far away? Like, we kind of know because we've seen him so much. The thing is with Bob, yeah, is because we've not really seen Bob that much in the first team. Yeah, and obviously watching him in the academy is different. Nobody really knows how match fit he is. Like, he could be 100% match fit, but he also could be 50% match fit. Like, nobody truly knows. So I felt that when he come on, I felt that he looked really quick, really sharp, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how. And I thought I've got to say as well, give credit to Pepe. I think giving him minutes today, after what happened with the manager in midweek, was fantastic management from Pep Guardiola, because he's basically not letting Bob have that thought and those comments in his mind. He's like, right, back on the pitch, let's get on with it. Let's forget everything that's happened. Let's move. But I thought it was really good management from Pep as well.
For me, I don't know if you saw my predicted lineup for this game, but I wanted Bob to start this game because I knew that Everton would be compact and in a somewhat of a low block, and Bob between the lines combining with Foden is a very big weapon for us against low blocks. So I'm not surprised he did well when he came on. And sometimes some players just need a kick up their ass. So some players can't handle critique like that. But I'm pretty sure that the manager of Norway knows Bob enough to know how he reacts on stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't think a manager would say that if he knew, okay, this is a player who wouldn't handle it well. But no, bro, I think what you said was a very good point. Very good point. We have no idea what the level of Bob is.
And
even if he's 100% match fit, that scale can move throughout the season, because he should get better throughout the season, because he hasn't been playing regularly. This is his first breakout year, so he should throughout the season get better and better. So, bro,
100%.
He's like a joker. He's a joker for us. You don't know what you're gonna get, but it can be very fucking good.
Yeah, 100%. Pep Guardiola, start 11. The only thing I would have done was start Cherky, but I probably would have
started him.
That was a good. Yeah, I'd have started Cherky today. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I thought his subs were spot on. To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really see why not to give it. It's good management for Gavardio. He took a risk there, but it paid off. Now you've got Gavardio with a complete finger. Yeah, I'm happy with Pep, man. Like that.
Only thing for me was the one with with Haaland. Well, that's the only thing for me today.
That you would have
For
done
not giving,
different.
yeah,
Him off.
yeah, because I definitely think we need to start doing that. So,
well, at the same time, yeah, you've got what games have we got coming up now? Let me have a look at our fixtures.
We have Villarreal away, then you have Villa at home, then you have Dortmund at home. No.
Yeah, and no, you got Villarreal, Aston Villa, Swansea, Bournemouth, Dortmund.
Yes, and then Liverpool.
Then Liverpool, then international break. So, yeah, I mean, he didn't play. Remember as well, he didn't play the last game for Norway.
True.
He didn't play a single
That
minute.
is true. Yeah.
So he has had a bit of a break. It's not like he's not had no break. He has had a bit of a break for Norway.
Yeah. I just tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but against the Villarreal away, who are actually playing very good. They're doing very well this season. I just don't think that at any point in the game we can afford to take him off. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a game where you can actually rest him.
Well, not against Villarreal, because
no, exactly.
We've got to win these games.
So even if you're 2-0 up in that game, I wouldn't risk taking him off in that game.
No, I would. If I was 2-0 up against Villarreal, I'd take him off at 2-0.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, even if it's 60 minutes?
Yeah,
2-0 up 60 minutes?
I'd take him off.
If
you get 2-0 up against Villarreal, I'm taking him off. 100%. 100%.
Have you seen how good Villarreal is doing this season? They're third in La Liga, man. Only lost one game.
That well if we go 2-0 up against them. What's the point? If we go 2-0 up against them, we're taking them off. And by the way, if we go 2-0 up, we take Haaland off and we end up fucking it all. That's not on Haaland or Pep. That's on the defense or the goalkeeper or the midfield. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
we've got to, like you said it before, and now you're changing your tune. You've got to forget about last year.
No, I'm not changing my tune, because I would have done it today, because I know in that game I wouldn't do it. So I'm not changing my tune. I'm definitely not playing at home at Everton. And then taking him off in the 75 minutes is very different to playing away from home in the Champions League a few days after he's just played 90 minutes and then bleeding at 60 minutes. It's completely different, bro. You can't compare that.
Well, yeah, but if you go 2-0 up, yeah, you can just shithouse it, get Kovacic and Bernardo on in the midfield, go full Harambo and just play Nico G, Kovacic and Bernardo. Marmouche up top and just go, you got to lock it off.
So you think it was better not to do it today, but better against Villarreal, because...
Oh my God, bro! The guy just crossed it in. I almost went straight in. Well, listen, I don't know. There's no easy answer, right? Because it's all hypothetical shit. Yeah, if we took Haaland off today at 70 minutes, but then Everton scores 2 goals, we'll be like, why the fuck is he taking him off? Like, so it is what it is. Like, but at some point, you've got to do it. You've got to do it, So anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, now shout out, man. I think Pep's getting it right, man. A lot. He's getting everything right for me at the moment. True. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. That's good stuff. I think the vibes in the club look really good. The players look buzzing. I feel like the fan base is I'm buzzing. Certainly, I'm so buzzing. Like, football's back and buzzing City are back, and then the watch long I was just gas. So everything just seems a lot not good, man.
Have you seen Pep's comments after the game about Haaland and the wingers?
Someone's not told me about this actually. Someone said LB Pep comments.
Yeah, he could have scored 4 or 5. He's our key man. What can I say? At the same time, we cannot rely on what we want to do. Good things, not just with Erling. Our wingers, attacking midfielders, others have to make a step up, and chances we create, they're so clear. You have to score. Savio had 2. Germany had 2. Reijnders had another. You have to score. So he's saying what we're saying, that the other players need to step up, because it's not sustainable.
Exactly. So everything that we've said is spot on. Yeah, it's not negative to point it out. Yeah, Pep's saying it as well. And this is the problem. He knows the problem. Our wingers do not score goals. Savio's still on 1 Prem goal, bro.
Yeah,
that's his whole City career. Doku scored like 6 or something like that. It's mad. Like, we need him to chip in. So, nice. 100% right, man. Listen, it is what it is. I don't think these guys are going to change. If I'm being honest with you, my honest opinion, these guys ain't going to change. I don't think that. I don't think that people say, "Oh, I don't think so." I think this killer stuff. Yeah, I think you either have it or you don't, bro. I'll be real.
You don't think it also has something to do with maturity?
Maybe, but like when it comes to Savio, his ball striking is just poor when he gets in front of a goal. I don't know, man. Maybe, like, obviously he might get better, and he probably will get better, but I just think in terms of being that killer, personally, I just think you've got it or you've not. Like, so I think whatever. I think by the end of the season, we'll all be saying the same thing. We need to go into the market and get a killer on the wing. And I agree. I'd be surprised if we get to the end of the season and these two are slamming it and we're like, yo, we don't need anyone. I just don't see that happening, if I'm being honest.
Definitely not. I don't think of the three wingers we have, Bob, Dogu, and Sabi, I don't think two of the three will start scoring a lot of goals this season. So definitely need a winger come summer.
Yeah. Nah, facts. Big up Vasco says first half was dead, second half was pretty good. Haaland is a beast. I love how we're back to form, but other players must step up and deliver GA. Exactly. That's what Pep's saying. I'm glad he said that as well, because I know some people are like, oh, well, just everything's fine, or stop speaking about that because Haaland's scoring. It's like when your manager comes out and says it as well, it's like, yes, I knew I was right. Speaking about that. But, you know, some people just never want to speak about it, innit? So it's what it is. All right, bro. Anything else you want to say before we go?
No, not really. I'm coming over for the Bournemouth game, so whoever in the chat's gonna attend that game, I'll be in the South Stand. I'm watching it with Steve Lewis.
Steve Lewis, man.
Yeah. So if you want to join for a few beers before and after, you say so. But to all the fans in the chat, come say hey if you're at the stadium. That's it.
Sweet. Also, this is bullshit, man, Q. Yeah, go and watch Salah when he was at Basel. Go and have a look at some of his goals that he scored at Basel. It's not true, bro. It's not true. Maybe he become more consistent, but go and have a look at Salah when he was at Basel, brother. Yeah, go and have a look at some of his goals that he scored at Basel. Yeah, bro had confidence all the time. Yeah, that's the difference. But we'll see, man. You might be right. Who knows? Anyways, let's go over to the second channel, man. Arsenal versus Fulham. Watch along. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.